Sports.
What else can you highlight? Pro debut for Joey Davis. A lot of hype going into this fight.
The only undefeated Division II wrestler, 4 years, 4 national championships.
All right, here we go. You ready, Keith? You ready, Joyce? Get up.
The Fight Clock brought to you by Miller Lite, the original light beer. It's Miller time. Talk to A.J. McKee. Talk to Bubba Jenkins about Joey Davis. They said he's going to surprise you. If you think he's coming out to wrestle, that's not what he's prepared for his whole life. Hands a little low.
Cutrone not fighting intimidated.
Sanderson went undefeated in Division I. Joey Davis, the first to do it in Division II. Combination to the left, floors Cutrone. Oh, another good right.
Watch the up kick. That's why he's dropping his knee.
Let's see if Cutrone can shake that off.
Joey Davis is going to go back to it.
Switch southpaw briefly.
You asked me in the last fight about what does it mean the pro debut? What do you see out of new guys? You notice he knocked him, didn't quite know what to do. Wasn't quite aware of the next step. Led him back to his feet. Nice leg kick. Coming for very recklessly.
Antonio McKee talks about the work that Joey Davis has put in. Hard work beats talent. You have both to become a champion.
Hasn't done a lot since landing that big punch, though. Looks like trying to maybe time Cutrone. Cutrone just chasing him around the cage. Surprised we're not seeing more power punches, more counter punches.
So many thoughts have to be racing through that head right now.
Antonio McKee saying, give me 2, or just give me 1.
Is he being tentative or is he being patient?
Hard to tell right now. He landed some big shots. Landed another one. Quite yet be comfortable using his jab, using his lead leg, so he's trying to time the right hand. See there, left hook, right hand again.
Antonio McKee wanted 2, he's giving him 2 now. And as we were told, as the scouting report playing out, we haven't seen any attempt at a takedown. We've seen none of the elite level collegiate wrestling that sent Joey Davis through his 4 years undefeated.
Big left hand. He commits to those one-and-done power shots.
He was content.
Not one for combinations. Really needs to work on is his counter punching, because there are times Cutrone literally sprints across the cage at him, and he doesn't have that timing to catch him on the way in yet. He seems to wait till Cutrone stops moving, becomes a still target, then he throws the right hand. just like that. But in these in-between moments, he's not throwing.
Backpedaling, he stumbled a couple of times with his footwork running into the cage, and now he shoots for the first time.
Easy. In the guillotine.
In the guillotine, very late in the round.
Yeah, but he just doesn't have the hip position to use it right now. Guillotines come from the hips, not the arms.
Biggest shot of round number one landed by Joey Davis in his pro debut fairly early in the round.
You'll see it here. There's a left hook. Bam! Started with the right. He misses. Left hook over the top, right on the eye. And later with the right hand. Look, he leans in. Video game style, committing all of his weight. This windmill punch over the top. It's been the story of the first round so far. Joey Davis, one and done, one and done, one and done, going back to that well over and over again. And Cutrone not really having an answer yet.
Ready. Get up.
On to round two in the pro debut of Joey Davis. A tactical win for him in round number one, as tentative as he may have been.
Oh, definitely, definitely. Also, pro debut, you want to stay in your comfort zone. Do what you're great at.
And that's really what he's done. Keith Cutrone has really just been sort of the other guy here. Yeah. This has been Joey Davis trying to figure out Joey Davis. Good shots. Now there's the combination Antonio McKee wanted.
Well, this combination he's thrown has been two. You heard Big John just say it, cut from a punch. It's over the right eye.
So many people watching, including his Pop Warner football coach. You may know better as Snoop Dogg. Some different influences on the athletic career of Joey Davis.
I call him Calvin. We're real tight.
Southern California guys. I can see that.
Long Beach Poly High School. For the leg kick, hasn't used those long range tools, hasn't thrown many jabs, hasn't thrown a lot of leg kicks. What he wants to do is throw punches that are easy for him to throw and make Joey Davis come to him. He's gone running at him just like that. Giving up his reach advantage, giving up his height advantage.
Joey Davis has been content to defend, which he has done very well. He has not seized the opportunities that he has been presented. As we were told, AJ McKee and Bubba Jenkins are both like, hey, you think it's going to be some kind of wrestling? He's going to shoot in and ride a guy for 5 minutes? Nope. That's not what this is about.
And think about when he did go for it. At the end, iced the round. Yeah. Very smart choice. Even if he's falling into submission, he'd probably get out of it. Or hold on long enough to see the buzzer. But that last minute takedown. Now, halfway through the round, what's he going to do? This is a different choice than he made in the first round.
Now we watch Joey Davis operate on the ground for the first time. This is very specific to Antonio McKee. You hear some of the coaching. What do we do now? You're going to hear, what do you see? He's not barking out what's next because the opponent can hear what's next.
And also, it's one of those things where, I explained before, what should this guy do? Well, what's he done in the gym? I mean, what's he been trained to do? You don't make it up in there. So when he's saying, what do you see? It's, hey, we've done this in practice. What do you do from here? Because you know the answer to the question. It's in your training. It's in your head.
Second cut now on Cutrone.
See the physical pressure of Joey Davis.
think about having that to fall back on.
Gotta work. Let's go.
Cutrone trying to walk his legs up, trying to get some space, but so far it's not happening.
Watch that up here.
What he's trying to do is kind of stuff it with his hips and put so much pressure on him he really can't use it. Nice right.
Get that shot through. He's sort of in between letting him up or not.
No weather. Let's go.
It's a decision you want to make. Either you're in or you're out. Don't want to stay out here in the danger zone against a guy with long legs. He dives right in.
Stop. Get up. Let's go. Gotta do something with the position, Joey. Stand apart. Fight.
Antonio McKee's not the only teacher.
There's only one boss. That is Big John McCarthy.
AJ McKee was not going to miss this opportunity, no matter where his fight happened to fall, timing-wise. They are closer than brothers.
Other than that, you're doing good. You're keeping your head under your chin. You can't finish it. Stay to your right when you start loading your hands on the hip. Other than that, you're good now. Okay? He's looking for desperation now. This is where I work. Okay? So be smart, hands tight, hands up. Double this fucking right hand up. And this is over. Set it up off your jab and your movement. Your movement, and then when he comes forward, step back. Boom, straight right hand.
You ready? Get up.
On to round 3. Joey Davis has been in control of his opponent, if not completely of his own decisions. Something he wasn't doing earlier, the counter shots.
Close the hand, Keith.
Easy takedown.
The speed of the level change, Cutrone had no shot.
Also, Cutrone sprinting forward with everything he had.
So interesting listening to Antonio McKee in between rounds. As fighters have styles, coaches have styles, and the Antonio McKee style is what you want that airline pilot to sound like if you've blown an engine. You know, there is a calm to it, as if this is just exactly where we're supposed to be.
Remember, he's dealing with a fighter whose engine is working just fine. He's ahead. He doesn't have to yell and scream right now, but not a real sense of urgency. He said, hey, 2 right hands and this fight is over, but no, hey, you know, we got to get this guy out of here. Very, very calm. There's one thing, I mean, when I was coming up in jiu-jitsu, Cron Gracie, Hallett Gracie were coming up as well. They were both blue belts, and I remember watching them in a tournament, and the whole place stopped, and everybody looked at them, and I went, man, that must suck to be a blue belt, but your name's Gracie, so you don't get those moments, those fights that nobody's watching you under the spotlight the whole time. It's not easy. You know what I mean? And that pressure may be why we're seeing Joey Davis fight the way he's fighting. 2 rounds up, take it easy, blah, blah, blah. Kind of get that weight off your shoulders.
Let's go. Let's work.
Cutrone so far, there's no answer for the physical pressure. Joey Davis not doing a ton with his ground and pound, not going for any submissions, not trying to pass.
Let's go. Got to do something with it,
A
Joey.
lot of physical pressure here. Big John McCarthy starting to get on him.
What you'd like to say, it has been a technical wipeout, but it has been fascinating to watch Joey Davis not wrestle with Keith Cutrone, but wrestle with Joey Davis.
Yeah, very true.
Stand up. Let's go.
Twice they have been
Let's go,
stood
get
up
up.
by John McCarthy in round 2 and now here in round 3.
Fight.
Wow, Easy.
I mean, wow.
Easy. Trying to set up a choker. He's not going to get that from there. Got to get your arm over the top for that, and he didn't have it.
It's often said in other sports and team sports, the greatest day for a coach is when you win, but you got something to yell at your guys about.
Yes.
There is obviously the room for improvement, and the areas of improvement are pretty obvious, and yet we're talking about a fight here through 13 minutes and 20 seconds. It has been completely one-sided.
Yeah, completely. But there are all those things that he's going to go back and look at and try to improve. His activity level in round 3 is one of those things.
When you made your pro debut, were there this many photographers around the snapping?
Behind the bar in San Pedro, no, there were not.
Probably weren't even allowed to bring cameras in the place, right?
We literally lined up against the wall, and they went, "You guys look good. You're about the right size. Get out there." And that's how we did it.
We can't really afford a scale, per se.
It's pretty bad.
Word, let's go.
That's part of it.
If anybody asks, we're filming a movie. Some people would get that joke if you've been in this game long enough. The unsanctioned days in California. I miss the Indian reservations. I really do.
This is the opening scene of Joey Davis's MMA movie, and he has been in control.
Let's go. Step.
Third stand-up here from John
Easy to work. Come on, let's go. Up, Joey.
Joey Davis taking his time getting up.
What's your read on that?
He's exhausted. That's my read. He is tired.
Adrenaline down.
Yeah, definitely. But with no energy, he can hit that double leg. That's going back to what he's good at.
Didn't do it at all in the first round. Went for one midway until the final 10 seconds. Went to one midway through the second round. And then as it became clear that that was a much safer way to go and an easier way to dominate, he did it more and more throughout this fight. The pro debut for Joey Davis. He goes through unscathed. The bright lights of the Honda Center in Anaheim is the site of the pro debut of Joey Davis. .131-0 in 4 years at Notre Dame College. Four-time Division II national champion. Was he as successful in his pro debut as it appeared? Let's find out.
Ladies and gentlemen, having gone the distance, we'll go to your cage-side judges, where Chris Trail, Ron McCarthy, and Michael Bell all score the fight exactly the same at 30-27. I'll see it for the winner by unanimous decision. Now an undefeated professional, Joey Black Eyes Davis.
There's only one first, and we just saw it. The sky is the limit for Joey Davis. He has gotten through the first one.